Electric vehicle shows don't happen enough, but when they do, they attract a wide array of people. You have your technology people, car enthusiasts, and don't forget about the people who prefer their vehicles to have just two wheels. At the Michigan Clean Cruise, I got introduced to Shandoka motorcycles. Take it away.
My name's Ernest Ike. My company is Shandoka, and we take existing motorcycles and convert them from gasoline to electric. On about 40 to 50% of motorcycles, there's not a frame that's underneath the engine. The engine's part of the structure. So on those bikes, we can bolt off the engine and bolt on our adapter. It maintains the structural integrity of the bike, but then lets you fill it up with batteries and all the components that you need to make the motorcycle go. Most of the time we put a motor into the hub, so we use the back wheel as the motor, and that makes it real easy to line things up. We don't have to engineer a drive chain or any of that. We're just able to twist and go. So in the center compartment of this box, you can fit about 12 kilowatt hours of battery pack. That's good for about 100 to 100 miles of range around town or out on country rides. But with this big motor, we're capable of doing about 85 miles an hour sustained. So with this bike, you can get onto the interstate, you can go have fun. The performance on the bike is really amazing, especially compared to the original. So this bike in 1983, it had about a 70 to 75 mile range on gasoline. It had about 22 horsepower. So if you were really leaning into it, you could get 70 miles an hour out. On this bike, the way it's built now, I can hold 88 miles an hour with me on it. If I'm only doing 65 to 70, I can get almost 100 miles of range out of it when I'm cruising around. So a little bit more miles, a little bit more range, and the whole bike is close to the same weight. It's around 450 pounds. The original bike was 400. So it's real close to that same feel. The average adapter weight is around 24 pounds. And I wanted to help people get a feel for how much aluminum that is. It's less than 600 cans. So less than 600 drink cans of aluminum for each of these adapters. You can strip things all the way down, sort of that bobber, chopper type of feel. But with our adapter, you can keep the look of the original bike. So this fuel tank is still intact, and we just carved down these gussets so that it would fit underneath. We also started toying around with cutting away this angle and how would we need to make that cover fit so that it's got a different look to it. And it maintains a lot of the style and the class from those mid-80s, early 90s bikes. All of the essential parts we're able to get from the United States now. We make these adapters here in Detroit. The motors, we just found a source, so we're going to be able to build the motors in Farmington Hills, which is 45 minutes from Detroit. The battery packs we can get built in Novi, but also in that same general kind of northeast of Detroit section. You can have regenerative braking depending on the motor controller that you choose. So every motor can be a generator if you put resistance onto it. And that's handled at the motor control level. So you can have regenerative braking. The way that we handle that is with a foot brake, which we haven't put onto this bike yet. But then you have one hand for your front brake, one hand for your rear brake, and your foot for your regen. You can control each of those independently. We still feel like the human brain's the best computer out on the road. The smaller battery pack on a motorcycle means it doesn't take as long to charge. So whether if you're just plugged into the wall, you can charge overnight or during a day at work. So you could ride to work, charge during that 8 hours and have a full charge to get home. But you can also plug into like a public charging station or what they call level 2. You'd be surprised when you're charging at a low level how easy it is to find electricity.
Well, I'll just say I love the looks of it, and I love the technology that goes into it even better. So thanks for giving the explanation.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. You can check out the website at shandokacycles.com, and same thing on social media. Love to talk to people and tell us what kind of motorcycle you want to convert.
Nice.